Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on.
Finley going to lead the Bengals up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Check 31. 6-6. Pull it high. Yeah. Defense.
On 1st and 10, Finley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Cloud.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Hey, Delta. Hey. Me. I got this. Ready?
On 3rd down, Finley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Kill.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Get that quarterback. And all coach. Kill.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
61, matchbox lights. 49, check 49. Watch out. Check it back. 56. Protein spill. Hatchet.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bengals drive about to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, high 7.
Play action now. Here's Finley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Finley from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Allen, he'll let it go deep for Foster. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for the Bills, and even 40 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Watch the safety creep.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. On second down now, it's Cohen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check. 45 to Mike. Check tight end. Check X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Echo. 45 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Finley. And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pass 85, pass 85. Blue draw Corkins.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
57.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now Allen. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Kill. Turn up.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, home.
Check right 57.
On first down, Allen. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Over. Run.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant.
80 weapon. Is that?
Check three. Kill.
Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Vigil coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 6-6, pull it high.
Hey, watch it.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check. Sponge.
Off the toss, Cohen. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, exit.
57. Bring it. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I got you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leroy Reynolds in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ross on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Green brings it in. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. But, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Dalton here from the gun. And Tate's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Auden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Check 26, check tight. Check, here we go.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
No. Me. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 24.
Middle.
Mike's 50. I'm coming.
On second down, it's Cohen. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Go. All 52.
50. You don't want this.
Hey, check 24. Monday. 6 guys.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Dalton, first and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Mike's 50. Come on, D. Let's go, Mike 50. 3 bucks.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And now it's second down.
Hey, Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch twins.
He's coming. We got double up.
Switch.
56, 56.
Hold the look. Hold. And
They'll try to counter here. Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here it comes.
Half 85, half 85.
You go take.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Alma. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's put him on the buses.
Hey, wahoo!
45. Mike, 45. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So Dalton now. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 45. Mike, 45.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. A nice move at midfield. Open man is Ross, complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Complete to John Ross.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Dancing to his left. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
They try again with Cohen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch the eye. Alert.
This is Cohen on the toss. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
34-yard line.
57 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, switch
Again, it's Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
50 seconds, Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion.
On 3rd down, Allen eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
45.
Go.
45. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Dalton now to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. In the face. 45, 45, Mike, 45.
368. Regular.
Here I come. Jim. 25, check 25, check 25.
So that'll back him up 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shoot. Check nickel.
Hey.
Check 31.
Heavy. Regular.
45. Mike, 45. All day.
Hey.
Every day. Any day.
And the blitz does come. Airing one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Middle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Tighten up.
This is Cohen. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now here's Ross. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Finley now, a big spot in his rookie year.
It's run, baby, it's run.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Go.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And it'll be Dalton again. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch recon, 132 fighter.
Check Mike 45.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9. Allen, there goes a deep ball, end zone. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I smell fear now. Here you go, 368.
Throwing again. Dalton. Going deep downfield. It got his man complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Bengals.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's go. Check, cross.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.